Hey guys, today we're going to draw a suggestion I received from a student at Shattuck Elementary. This really cute horse. Now a few things before we get started. I want you to try holding your pencil towards the center, and much more importantly, I want you to hold onto your pencil really loosely, and that way we can erase our guidelines. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, let's go ahead and draw this really cute horse. This was a suggestion from a student at Shattuck Elementary, and I'm so grateful to the little girl that made this suggestion. Now, just a reminder, let's try holding our pencils towards the middle, and much more importantly, hold on to your pencil really loosely. You should be able to erase your guidelines and have those guidelines to totally disappear. If they do not, it means you're still holding your pencil too lightly or too tightly, okay? All right, let's start with larger shapes like we always do. Now, you could draw his face in one of two ways. You can either draw two ovals, one here and one here, connected, or one oval that's sort of odd shaped, which is the approach we're going to use. Okay, so let's go ahead and start the upper portion, kind of flat. And now we're getting ready to draw this part. I'm not worried about capturing the specific things that I see at this point. Right now, I just want the general shapes. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead. So now I'm here. Now I'm going to go around like this. Okay. Okay, now let's go ahead and make this, try to make it look more like a font. So see, I've made a little bit of an adjustment to mine here. And depending on how your shapes turned out, you may or may not need to do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and draw its eyes. And we can see that since he's a cartoon, his eyes are, of course, oval shaped. But we can also see that his eyes are, positioned right on the side of each other. And of course, in real life, horses' eyes are more on the sides of their head. So, that's what's fun about cartooning, is that you don't have to adhere to how things are in real life. You can use your imagination. Okay, now I'm going to, and you don't have to do this, but I'm going to change the look of my horse's eyes and make it look like it needs a nap. Okay, so just for fun. Okay, so now let's go ahead and work on this portion of its head. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and draw its little nostrils, and that just involves drawing a couple of curved lines. See, the first of which is going to be here. And then we're going to draw another curved line right on the side of that one. And now let's go ahead and go across here and make a curved line attached to the outer edge of its face here. Okay, now I'm going to try to refine this area some. So I'm going to follow the line that I have here, and as I make it down to about right here, and you can see how close that is to this part of the nose. So I'm going to go inward like this, and then I'm going to connect to this line that I just made and go out and under, and go ahead and then go up and make it mouth. And you can see his mouth is pointing towards his eye, or in fact towards the middle of his eye. So I missed it here a little bit, but that's okay. In fact, you probably will too, but that's okay, because we're not machines. You won't be able to replicate this perfectly, but we want to generally be around the same area. Okay, so now I'm liking the distance between the mouth line and the bottom edge of its face here a little bit more than here. And this is not wrong, but I like that better. So I'm going to go ahead and extend out from here. See that? And then I'm going to make this distance a little bit more narrow. So I'm going to get rid of just a little bit of that. See what I've done there? Let me clean this up and make sure we can all see it see it well. Okay, so darken this line a little bit as well. Okay, and I'll darken this line a little bit as well since I'm here. Okay, hey, I'm gonna like this little line here, especially since he's kind of sleepy looking. See the little line there? Which you can add if you want to, but you don't have to, certainly not mandatory. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna go ahead and address this part of the horse. See here where his ear is. So I'm going to straighten this out some. I'm going to go downward and I'm going to go out like this. Okay, now I'm going to establish the thickness of its neck. And of course he's a cartoon horse, so he has a much thinner neck. But notice how now, so this line went sort of down and out, and this one's going down and curving back in this direction. See? And then his chest would be here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and refine this area. And I'm going to get rid of just a little bit of that line and straighten up my other lines as well. Okay, let's go ahead and draw his triangle-shaped ear. We can see that it starts kind of by this eye. And let's say about right here. So we're going to go up and create a soft, what I call a soft triangle. See, it doesn't have a hard point at the top. I'm going to bring this up to connect that with the ear. Okay, now we can draw the same shape inside. Okay, now let's go ahead and draw its hair. His hair is fun. So now the whole shape of his hair is looks kind of like fire, to be honest, but cartoon fire. But the shape of it, the basic shape, is like what I call a football-shaped oval. So what we can do is to give ourselves a guide. Okay, so we can just draw the general shape the hair makes up. So see how I've not drawn these triangle shapes connected. I've just drawn the general shape. Now I'm going to draw the triangle shapes. See, using that general shape as a guide. So see how it's connected here and here, and then I can go around. So here's the main part, and then as I go under here, I can make one more like that. So then I can erase my guideline. And once again, if your lines are not disappearing, they should disappear. And if they don't, it means you're holding your pencil too tightly still. Okay, so let me go ahead and do this little part up here. And now let's see, I've got to draw oval shaped floating eyebrows. That's what these are. So let's draw those. And so this is his other ear on the other side. We can go ahead and indicate that. And let's see, so let's go ahead and do his hair on this side. So we're going to start with the top, and we can use that same approach. We can give ourselves a guide first. This time though, I think I'm just going to go ahead and draw its hair, kind of like I see it. So we got 3 triangle shapes here. And so now we can go back and of course clean up our lines and go over it in Sharpie, maybe draw some color on it. But that is our really awesome horse. So thanks for joining me today. If you have any questions about today's lesson, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and please give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you next time.